From the Tennessee Valley Weather Center, this is your evening weather update.
Was a rainy and stormy Friday afternoon across the area in the Tennessee Valley today. Check out these rainfall totals. We had some flooding issues in parts of the area, especially the Shoals Metro of northwest Alabama, where there was a widespread 2 to 4 inches of rain across parts of the area that fell, causing some street flooding and some localized flash flooding in places like Tuscumbia, Sheffield, and Muscle Shoals this afternoon. Even 1 to 1.5 inches of rain up in portions of Lawrence County, Tennessee, and widespread rain and thunder across most of the viewing area this afternoon. But a lot of that has settled down as it's moved over toward the I-65 corridor and the thunderstorms are weakened. That complex will continue to move eastward out of our viewing area as we head into the early evening, but more showers and thunderstorms are in the forecast as early as the morning hours of our Saturday, and I can't completely rule out a shower or thunderstorm as we head through tonight. Here's a Futurecast model breakdown with the high-resolution rapid refresh model, and mostly cloudy skies behind the complex. That actually dropped us down into the low to mid-70s in some spots this afternoon after getting up in near the lower 90s before the storms moved in. Dew points were actually 80 degrees in the Shoals before the storms moved in. But welcome relief in terms of rain, cool air this afternoon. We get down to the upper 60s, lower 70s tonight. Model not explicitly showing showers and thunderstorms overnight, but I can't rule out a stray shower or thunderstorm, but just a slight chance of that as we head towards Saturday morning. Mostly cloudy to start our morning. We'll be in the upper 60s, lower 70s, and then the shower and thunderstorm machine turns on as early as the morning hours. Some of the rainfall locally heavy will warm up into at least the mid to upper 80s if we're mostly cloudy. However, if there are some sun breaks tomorrow, especially midday and early afternoon, some of us may hit the lower 90s across the area, and then just more waves of showers and thunderstorms. It won't be an all-day rain, but starting as early as the morning, off and on waves of showers and thunderstorms through the day, through the evening hours, before settling down later into the overnight as the frontal boundary shifts southward into the area and pushes the deeper moisture off to the south. And then we say mostly goodbye to the rain chances for Sunday. It's about 10%, so you're not going to see it on the 7-day, but can't completely rule out a stray shower on our Sunday. A few more isolated storms possible for our Monday. And then we get into this classic summertime weather pattern where we're fighting between a heat ridge to the southwest of us and northwest flow and thunderstorm complexes just to our north, which means we're right on the line, and we need to see how this is going to play out. We have our heat ridge that's been over the southern plains the past several days, building into our area next week, and that's going to mean highs in at least the low to mid 90s. If the ridge is a little stronger in our area, maybe mid to upper 90s Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday. However, if the ridge is a little weaker, we may get into this pattern where we have thunderstorm complexes coming down from the northwest. We're going to be teetering right on the edge between one or the other, so we'll watch to see how it plays out as we go through next week. Regardless, daytime highs getting up into at least the low to mid 90s next week. However, we may have to bump these numbers upward for daytime highs if that ridge does trend a little stronger, as some of the data suggests. So we'll be watching that over the weekend into early next week. We also have subtropical storm Don on the board as of today. Advisory this afternoon, maximum sustained winds of 45 miles per hour. For now, moving to the northwest, but then it curves eastward through the weekend. No threat to the United States. Just talking about it because it is out there active in the Atlantic Basin. Maybe a shower or thunderstorm overnight, but most of us dry. Mostly cloudy skies otherwise, but notice the shower and thunderstorm chances start as early as the morning hours tomorrow. It's not going to wait until the heat of the afternoon. Want to make that clear. Shower and thunderstorm chances crank up tomorrow morning, continuing off and on through the day into the evening. Some of the rainfall locally heavy. Maybe a couple of thunderstorms that have gusty winds. No big severe weather threat, but there could be a stray severe thunderstorm warning as there could be any summer afternoon like that. Otherwise, mostly cloudy, highs between the mid 80s to the lower 90s, depending on how much sunshine we see in between the rounds of storms. More of the same over northwest Alabama and northeast Mississippi. Here's your 7-day forecast from the Tennessee Valley Weather Center. Elevated rain chances for Saturday, getting quiet for Sunday, and then just off and on isolated storms to start early next week. And then we bump the rain chances up a little bit for Wednesday through Friday because there may be thunderstorm complexes either moving through the area or near the area We also may have to trend upward with the daytime highs next week as the heat ridge builds closer. There's a look at your latest 7-day forecast. I'll be back at 9 o'clock with a final check of your weather for tonight before you go to bed.